The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Let's get started today. Please get out a tablet and pen. You're going to need to take some notes. My goal is to get you on the right track. I'm going to have to reprogram some of you. All right. Why? You kind of been doing things wrong in the way that other people taught you. Kind of have to reprogram that a little bit. Now, my name is Ray. Last name is Reynolds. Write that at the top of your tablet and pen. Write down today's date because everything I do is time sensitive. In other words, I want to start today, re-blueprint you, and I want to chase the dream to $1 million. Can you hang on? Can you keep up? This is always live, and that's what I want to do. So there's no pictures, there's no recording. Why? I want you to put this in your mind. I want it mindset. I want you to do things as a way of life. Okay? Some of the things you've been doing kind of wrong. So as we do this, understand, now there will be 1 or 2 pages, I'll say take a picture with your cell phone. Be prepared for that as well. Now, all I can tell you, I reached all my goals. I became a corporate millionaire at 14 and a half years old. I invented Car Finder. From there, I got 2.6 billion to 26 to corporate structure. I got no BS to give you, okay, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I hope you can handle it. Reality is, it's like when someone says white men can't jump. I don't understand, stupid. Why? 1981 broke the record for the highest kick and fastest kick on planet Earth. A lot of stupid people say white men can't jump. I accomplished my goals. Now, my point is, why haven't you? Okay. All right. $1 million yachts, $5 million mansions, and more. So let's get you on the right road to go get the goodies. Okay. All right. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? You're going to learn what I'm talking about today. So, all right. Do you want to be a millionaire? If you do, say, yeah. Good. That's wrong. You don't want to be a millionaire. You want to be a corporate millionaire. How you receive money matters. And I won't show anything I didn't obtain myself. From the $100 million building to $1 million yachts and a $5 million mansion, you can have fun. But I'm going to tell like it is. So hang on today. Now, here's one of those pictures. I'll say, take a picture. Go click. Now, let's understand about me. I'm 17 and a half years old. All right. I'm going to auctions and buying properties and houses. All right. And then I have 22,000 payphones. I called it auto income. All right, I didn't think about passive income, things like this, and things like what you're trying to do. I wanted auto income. I needed $1,000 a month to come in automatically. So these are the type of businesses I've set up for years. I wrote the book on laundromats, dry cleaning, payphones, all right, and car washes as well. Having fun making money. Now, let's think about today. Your personal credit, okay? If you jack it up, you get stuck, you can't get any more. Half of you got shitty credit. The other half deserve it, half you don't deserve it. You went through bad times. If we can't write off our personal credit, let's understand. Personal credit, I can't write it off. I want you to put a stick in the back of the card. We're going to talk about that sticky today and what needs to be done. Because we want to make sure you don't bring the pain where? Home. Because what happens is when you jack these up, you get stuck. You can't get any more. You backed yourself and family in a corner. Okay, you hurt yourself, you hurt your family, which is not acceptable. Then you hawked your house. I call that silly and dumb, by the way. Don't take offense to it, but it's just true. If I take corporate credit and I take 5,000 off of a card, I get to write it straight in the credit card. I get to write it all off. Let's go buy 3 properties in 14 different states at 5,000 down. Section 8, or basically real estate office will run it for you. See, there's no excuse why you can't get to millionaire dream. The ultimate goal is going to be up to you as we play the game to win. Want to go to Texas? Good investment properties too. So we could play the game every step of the way. How about a dry cleaners? I help my client get 3 locations. He gets $63,000 a month. Is that good? Helped another client get a laundromat. $30,000 a month. That's not bad. From there, what are we going to do? Storage units. I love those because they make a lot of money. Not a lot of headaches either. So the residual income, passive income, hell, I'm going to just call it auto income. I need $100,000 coming in a month. By the way, I actually got to $1 million a day. How about Wendy's restaurants? How about Jack in the Box? How about some gas stations? See, if you're wanting to start a business, that's not me. I don't want to start a business. I want to own it. Let someone else run it for me. That's why I look at third-party management always. So we're going to play the game my way for a while. I think your way sucks. Sorry, just true. I had my 22,000 payphones. All right, what happened? They came up with cell phones out of business. 3 years ago, I found out something better. It replaced my cell phones with basic EV charging stations. Making $100,000 a month is not hard to do. As long as you follow through, you become an investor. So let's connect the dots for a minute. Let's take one of the cards I build you for your corporate you or divisions, and let's take basically 30,000 off of a card. The payment's less than $500 a month. See, you waste $50 every other day. Did you know basically you waste over $600 a month in just crap? If we did this correctly on the corporate credit, that's up to $8,000 a month. The next thing yearly up to $100,000. Now I invented a process called division process in 85, 86. If we do it by divisions, now we have up to $72,000 a month. Okay, creating $1 million a year. Should you not learn how to connect the dots too? But it's going to be up to you. So how about we look at Wendy's and restaurants like this? Now I find locations for people all the time. I have walked through the escrow and do all the work with them for, because they can kind of get stuck. So we could play the game with one of my teams if you want to. As we play, let's understand. I got no excuses. I tell it like it is. I achieved every goal I ever had from million to billion through corporate structure, and I like to play the game. Now, my life wasn't so easy. I started and born in a taxi. Can you imagine? I'm born in a friggin' taxi. She threw me in a trash can. Well, that kind of sucks. So my journey wasn't so easy. Now, your journey today can begin with me if you want. Look at your age today. Look how many times you messed up in the last 50 years, 20 years, 30 years. How many times have you jacked your credit and did all this crap? See, you're lacking the rules and tools. Let's give you rules and tools today, and let's do it my way for a while. Okay, your journey begins today. I want you to draw the diagram in front of you. Can you do that? Let's see. Here's a corporation owning a corporation. That's a subsidiary. Bank of America bankrupt 6,000 locations plus. They signed a 100-year lease. How the hell they do that? So they bankrupt a location called a branch number, take the assets and the money, and write off on their taxes. You see, your problem is you don't know how to play the game. One of my series that I wrote, basically books and those big cassettes years ago, 46 years ago, it was called Winning the Game of Business. We look at all the banks that have all been indicted. How about we look at basically Sam's Club and Geico? They did the same thing. How about 11 cities who filed bankruptcy? A city files bankruptcy, keeps all the money and the assets, and wipes out the debt. What should be your first goal in life? Simple. Stop bringing the damn pain home. Because your lack of knowledge is the stupidity of men and women. People aren't stupid. Half the world is freaking lazy. Let's teach you how to be a CFO, certified CFO. Let's get into the way you change your mind into millionaire process, million to billion. So let's have the way to look behind the curtain. Now me, I'm born in a taxi. Nobody cares. Mrs. Hope, I had to be with the she-devil from hell. Dropped me off the pier every morning at 6:30. Rolled down her window and said, if you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'm going to leave you there to die. She was a she-devil from hell. I ran over to the pier. All right, I stole it off the pier for 3 days while you been in a trash can. I got caught. He grabbed my hand. Oh, he's going to throw me off the pier. He says, I got two choices, young man. I can call the police and go to jail, or I can take out my trash. What am I going to do? I think I'll take out the trash. From 3.5 years old to 9.5 years old, I was known as boy, clean the jump bucket. Boy, take out the trash. Even the owners on Tony's on the pier go to their Palos Verdes mansions on the weekend, shoveling horse and cow manure. But I noticed something on the pier. I'll bet you never stopped to notice and look behind the curtain. Let me show what I'm talking about. I looked at Marina del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes, and Rat Beach. They got money. How they get their money? That was my answer, my cue. I wanted to figure it out. I've been studying rich and famous people since I was a little boy. Pretty simple. I wanted to know exactly how they got their money. See, for you, it's like in school, I had problems. I write with both hands and talk at the same time and rhyming all the time. They told me I was retarded. Wow. T-week with junior high, they tested me and I got an IQ of 203. 203. We told a recall. I just thought they were all stupid. So let's understand how to play the game and to win. Do you want to win the game of business? See, you didn't look behind the curtain how they actually did it. We're going to straighten that out today. We're going to talk about your personal credit. Take out your cards and write down the procedure. You're going to put a sticky in every card. Sticky. We're going to dummy proof this. You're going to write down the limit of the credit card, 25%, 29%. You're going to maintain that all cards, period. Oh, Ray, I got an emergency. I got a baby. Stop the crap. These two don't fluctuate. So when you jack up a card past 29%, all of them drop your score, you get stuck, you can't get any more. You back yourself and family in a corner. Oh, you want to start a business? You know what you're doing? Oh, you spend thousands for a corporation from some silly attorney and CPA and a corporate service, and you don't learn diddly squat. There's your problem. You need to get your hands dirty. If you do what I say to do today, these don't fluctuate, these do. We maintain these. Emergency time, we use these. If you take the rules and tools that I put in place over years ago, all right, what do? You maintain the 750. I don't understand people have shitty credit. All right, they shouldn't have it in the first place. Let's go to the beginning. TRW, Thomas Raymond Warridge. They made bicycle parts in El Segundo, California. Then they got information business. I got to train their security chief, Ken Yarborough. TRW became a Superior in 96. Balanced the score, and I drew the first one of these. It was simple. It was good, fair, or hell no. That's what it was. I want you to rules and tools and understand to never bring the pain home ever again. You brought the pain home because of your lack of knowledge. There's no reason to ever do that ever again. But again, you have to learn to play the game to win. Do you want to win? So remember rules and tools today. Got it? Now, then you can be a CFO for a corporation. So here's what happens. Let's say you got shitty credit. It's all jacked up. Well, let's see. Bankruptcy's going to suck. Don't do that. It's ridiculous. And don't do the debt consolidation crap because it didn't work. What am I going to do? You take a picture of this. Go click. Let's understand something. I can help you get supply credit that turns into cash. So you can go over here and balance your debt. Is that okay? Good to know me because I can change your life. I have over 50 million people I've helped. Almost 32 millionaires now. 32 million millionaires. 29 billionaires. So you can play some of my free classes all the time with me. And I don't have excuses. So let's get rid of that today. Let's go play the game and let's go win. Ultimate goal, raisecredit.com. So let's think of today. I want to make you a certified CFO. That's right. For the corporation. You need to have a corporation in 3 divisions minimum. What do? I got coaching programs all the time. I coach people to millionaires all the time. You might want to check that out. You might want me to do a blueprint call for you. We get on the phone, all right, and we go through past, present, and future, good, bad, and ugly. Then we talk about family, all right, corporation, divisions, irrevocable trust, planning to die, and then car, house, and then we look at auto income and cash flow fee per time. There you go. Simple. Now, I don't believe in plan B. I think plan B is for losers. I only believe in a plan A. If I get knocked down 1,000 times, I'm still going back to plan B. No, plan A. See, why would anybody settle? I don't understand that. So let's play. If you want, I can tie in my programs and you get stuck with me from beginning to middle to the end. See, I'm not going to pass your buck like other people will do to you. You've all been ripped off by friends and family. You spent thousands crap that didn't work. How about we listen to me for a while and let's go play the game to win. So what do we get to do next? Let's see. How about I design your blueprint for $100,000 a month? Let's go to corporation. It's right there. Chapter 18. I'm not here to be CPA attorney, but I'm here to give you the facts that are public record, okay? Now let's circle a corporation as a legal person. It's right there. Now I heard this at Mrs. Hope's house when I was 7.5 years old. They're having a poker game with rich and famous people. Oh, goody. Now, what did I do? I rode down my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department next day. Library next door. Man, what does this mean? She was rude. She walked away. 5 minutes later, she came back and said, here's a microphone, here's a buck. She was yeah. So what did I get? Did you know corporations are free in all 50 states? I sent away $10 when I was 9.5 years old to the Secretaries of California. I got a corporation that came back. See, you pay thousands for something you didn't learn diddly squat, and they all let you down anyway. Why don't you learn to get your hands dirty and learn how to play? All corporations are free. You pay a filing fee. You got $30 today? You got $100? There's a brand new corporation. There you go. Simple. Now, one thing I didn't pay attention to is where it says may sue or be sued. And I learned the hard way by being named in a lawsuit when I was 12.5 years old. So my corporation came back as Helping Hand Industries. I got over $100,000 of credit cards in the mail. I kept getting them in the mail and in the mail and in the mail. Damn. I put them in these little books. I got up to $53 million of credit cards. Hell, I got named in the movie Dave too. Is that okay? Now, 12.5 years old, I had a problem. 12.5 years old, I started the Orange County Blind Center at my little friend at school. I got named in a lawsuit because I used the word Braille. The Braille Institution owns that word, so I had to learn to get around that too. Luckily, they let me go because I was only 12.5 years old, but I had to master trade names, trademarks, and copyrights. Your goal is to never bring the pain home. There's your goal. So if we play this game today, all right, and when I was a little boy, they kept saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. What does it mean? Well, you knew. They all came back going, I thought grown-ups were stupid. When I grew up, I realized they're all stupid. Did you know a corporation would sue you, the voice they sue you? Congratulations. Silly and dumb. What do we get to do? Let's put our ducks in a row. Let's get to the point we get $1 million corp and never bring the pain home. Would that be okay? Now, me, I'm honest and I'm blunt and I'm direct. If you followed stupid, someone did, you learned stupid, I'm going to correct you. I'm going to say, you're not stupid. What you did was stupid. Now, KNX Radio nicknamed me the Godfather of Credit. Been on there 49 years now. Wow. Now, I'm going to tell you what to do, and I'm going to treat you like you're 2 years old. Would that be okay if I teach you how to never bring the pain home? Simple. We're going to start with a list. We're going to take a list, a daily list, a goal list, a weekly list, and a project list. See, I believe every time you try to do something, the world's trying to get around and kind of kick our assets and knock us down. What if I hold your hand every step of the way and I have all the answers you need? Is that okay? So we get to play. Foolproof program. I promised myself if I could not find a blueprint, I'd create one before I get married, had a wife and kids. If not, I'd never get married and have kids and a wife. I found the way to do this. Wife, 6 kids, 12 grandkids. Okay. Now, I help rich and famous people. I'm known as the incorporator for rich and famous people, by the way. All right, doesn't matter if it's Lakers, Clippers, Dodgers, and Angels too. Superman for Gold's Gym. College professors. Oh, I got a program for homeless people. I call it a Race 360. Giovanni got $1.6 million. Little Karen did a pizza. She delivered it to one of my boot camps. I turned it into a millionaire in California, in Long Beach. How about $1 million in 9 months? I got people that are coming out of prison. Here's free Ricky Dicky Ross. Gold and platinum cards. Whee! How about Thomas? He was in prison for 26 years. 6 months later, brand new dump trucks doing $5 million a year. He listened to what I had to say. Maybe I'll get you to do that today too. So let's understand your biggest problem. All right, how you got it started. Did you know you signed an SS5 form? If not, mommy did it in 1971. See, the SS5 is what you get to the SSN, and that creates a 1040 tax return. You try. Why did you do that? Why didn't you do your research? We the people, Supreme Court says us what? Corporation's a legal person. We're assigned a number. That's how they print up to what? 35 million apiece that we're bonded for. They print more money. Why don't we compare SS5 to SS4? The only form I can find out the IRS ever created for banking and credit purposes in the first place. Now let's look at line 1. Legal name of entity or individual person. Wow. Now, if you don't file tax returns, I'm going to call you a crook. Just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. All right? $5 million fine, 3 years in federal prison. Ruined his life and his career. Listen to a bunch of stupid attorneys and CPAs in Beverly Hills, California. Let's write down irs.gov. Okay, you ready? I want you to look up the 1244. Write it down. Did you know that the IRS has a form called 1244? It allows you and the corporation to file one tax return called single filing. And you don't pay tax up to $3 to $5 million. Would that be okay if that's for you? Now, Richard didn't listen to me too. He won the $1 million check at Survivor. First show, ran around twice, almost died on the show and ran around naked all the time. His attorney, tax attorney, says, you keep one by 3075, you get the rest of the IRS next year. Well, that sounds good. I said reference 3 times 5, turn it to 15 million, because borrow money is not taxable. So what did he do? Pissed it all away, went to prison for 3.5 years, 10 years probation, even violated that too, being stupid again. So the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man and woman. People aren't stupid, just half the people in this world are freaking lazy. The United States of America Incorporated gets 50 corps called states and then cities. And then they create a law under the Federal Protection Act, Chapter 9, bankruptcy. They bankrupt 11 cities so far. So we, the people, Supreme Court says a corporation is a legal person, and we could actually stop bringing the pain home. What a concept. Can you write down division of me, please? Write it down now. Look at that form, line 1. That could be your name, corporation, division, subsidiary, right there. So let's give you an example. One of the Lamborghinis part of the collection. Okay, we're going to talk about 3 divisions of me, 5 closet divisions. So what are we going to do? We're going to have a backup for a backup. You didn't do that for you. You backed yourself in a corner. That kind of sucks. So a division of me, what do I get to do? I get to build me and get credit, house, or a franchise under a division of me. If it gets bad, I get to get another one, and another one, and another one. So let's look at this Lamborghini with $1 million here. Here's the key. Now, I bought the Lamborghini, $6,800 a month when I first got it, under a division of a corporation. I didn't guarantee me the person SSN. I guaranteed SS4. If I screw it up, I get to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Now I got my shopping centers, I got my apartment complexes, I'm doing millions and billions of dollars having fun. If I got one problem, what do I get to do? Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. I invented the 3-step. Put that sucker over here. I got no intent to do fraud. But if I can't save within 6 months, I'm going to use the Federal Protection Act and bankrupt the hell out of it and throw it away. Why would I let one piece destroy everything I did? Oh, you allowed yourself to be one. There you go. When you sign a lease of a building, a division of me. How about a house? How about the way we receive money into the SS4? It's not taxable until we're profitable. How about we look at the Fair Lending Act? It allows up to 99 more cards off one card. How many would you like? $100 million? See, if you had rules and tools, you wouldn't have screwed up in the first place. All right? But again, let's look at your corporation today if you have one. Look it on Secretary of State's website. Find your corp, find your name. 87% of you use your home address. Isn't that called stupid? You added yourself to the national mailing list at the Secretary of State's website? I mean, that's the dumbest thing I ever saw people do. So why don't we look at it and change it to a mailbox, etc., or a shared office space? And let's put our ducks in a row, because right now when they sue that corp, they sue you. That kind of sucks. Reality is very simple. The line of defense. So we got choices to learn to play the game to win. So here's a $100 million building, $1 million Lamborghini, $5 million mansion, $1 million race boat. I obtained them. Why didn't you? Well, these turned on today. Maybe we should turn them up just a little bit. How about we add you to my credit system that I set up in '96 when I was working with TRW Ken Earl, teaching him how to play. Isn't that fun? But it's up to you. How about we write down credit, loan, and money? Why don't we take some credit, loan it out, and turn it into money? Doesn't that make more sense? Be like the bank. Your corporation should be a management company. All right. It should be a line of defense and managing franchise apartment complex and get up to $1.5 million in loans and have money. Did you know what I put in my book years ago? Financial freedom, cash flow. All right. Free up your time. Page 6, paragraph 3. You should be focusing up to $100,000 a month if you want to. Now, I'm online 6 days a week, and I do classes on Fridays and Saturdays all through the day. You get to play with me, but it's up to you. So flippity dippity doos, you know, I had my 17 houses, like I said, when I was 19. All right, 19 houses at 17 and a half. I'm going to reverse. 19 houses at 17 and a half. They said I couldn't get number 20. What am I going to do? I transferred to my divisions for my loan to value problem. I feel and I felt that the buyer's a liar, the agent and the broker's a liar too. The contractors hiring the subcontractor outside Home Depot, they're all trying to steal my money. So I wanted to become the bank. At 21 years old, I said, I'm going to become the bank. So what did I do? I sold my first car, got the deposit. He's going to go to the credit union for the balance. So no. One of my divisions will carry the balance. I got $413 a month for 7 years. I sold my first house. I did assignment of mortgage. I got $1,200, all right, for 30 friggin' years. Why didn't you take the opportunity of all those things? Why didn't you listen? Hey, let's dissect an apartment complex. Let's learn what's called the assignment of mortgage. Let's understand my real estate system is for billionaires. Financial system become the bank as well. From there, there's the assignment of asset, the goal to play. I'd like to make every one of you a money-making machine if I can get you to listen. Is that okay? So what do? Let's think about today. If you're all jacked up or here, let's go get some OPM money. Let's get vendor and supply money up to $100,000 to $1 million and not pay for 90 days. What do we get to do now? Dun and Bradstreet. Let's sell products on Amazon and eBay. We'll get money right away. See, here's a couple $100 million of goodies that I obtained. All right, just to show you that it can be done too. We get to play my way for a while. Is that okay? So here's God's gift. The mansion in the harbor. All right, properties in all 5 islands. Race boats and basically yachts with my name on them too. And Duffy's and mansions and big cars and big buildings. Is that okay? See, I like the American dream, don't you? I like even helicopters too. So let's understand. Every time I hear some idiot say white man can't jump, that'll make no sense to me. You can accomplish every goal you've ever had. The only thing in your way is you. Never hear the word no, please. No doesn't mean no. It means I don't know how. You accepted that? Are you crazy? You got 1,000 steps to millionaire. I put it in my Millionaire's Founders Kit. I was at the Bond Division for 32 years every Wednesday night, being the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles too. Is that okay? I give you the blueprint. So let's understand. Stop treading water, playing it safe. What do we get to do? Simple. I want you to focus on what you can do right away. Let's build you up to 750 corporations, divisions. Let's get you up to $1 million of credit, some checkbook money, and basically supply and vendor money. Did you know these are a must-have? You must have these things every step of the way, period. Now, how you receive money matters. You signed the SS5 or mommy did in 71. That means tax, and probate when you're dead. The time of death at the hospital is for the state and federal government, by the way. You can't take it with you. They want to make sure your friends and family don't steal it either. The SS4, no taxes due till you're profitable. Hell, that fun? So you can learn to play the game to win. So let's understand when I started my first blueprint. I was at the Torrance Library. I was 9.5 years old. And I named it See It, Believe It, Go Get It. Let's use that today. So from there, if you don't have a corp, I'll hand you one for free. All right, you can stop bringing the pain home starting today. Put your ducks in a row and I'll repackage you under the corporation. If you don't have a corp, I'll hand you one for free. You just pay your filing fee. That's all you got to do. So from there, I like helping rich and famous people too. So there goes that rhyming thing again. So is that okay? I did a couple of presidents. See, they tend to listen better than you. What did you do? You sat at the kitchen table Honey, we're going to start a business. Oh, goody. Let's jack up the cards, drop the score, get stuck, can't get any more. Let's hawk our house and be stupid. That's what 87% of people do. Why would anybody be stupid to bring the pain home in the first place? I don't get it. Your goal is to never bring the pain home. Why don't we write down today's tape? Let's blueprint you for the next 90 days. Let's accomplish some goals. Is that okay? From there, winning the game of business, I wrote 46 years ago. Page 6, paragraph 3, cash flow free per time. Now, we all have an oh shit day. There's my oh shit day. I'm worth 3.7 billion in corporate structure. My wife wants to take one of the yachts in the backyard out with a group of people. One had a virus. She told the office he's going to die. He's in a coma. Ron goes to the office stealing my books and CDs for U-Haul truck. Tom sells my websites and my phone numbers to a damn porn site. See, the people around you, I'm sorry to say, some of them are going to screw you over no matter what you say or do. There I am dead. I'm turning white. I got to die, but Jesus gave me a choice to come back and help you. I'm his example today. So let's play the game and learn to win. Is that okay? If you ever want to copy the Millionaire's Founders Kit, call the office. It's $4.99. If you do it doing a live webinar with me, it's $1.99. I don't make a commission or a paycheck, so then I can give it away for $1.99 today. It's up to you. It is a Zelle only. Ray Reynolds recipient. Ray@RayCredit.com. You put RW in your Zelle. Now, starting a business, running a business, oh my goodness. You don't know if your friends or family are going to knock you off the cliff or going to catch you. Are you going to die? Hold your breath. That's what you got to do. Now, when I was a little boy being used and abused, I noticed at 2.5 years old, I'm looking in the mirror, I'm crying my eyes out, I'm on the ground. I realized if I got up at 225, the abuser couldn't get me. Ever since then, I get up at 225 every damn day. I drop to my knees, say, thank you, Jesus, for another day, and then I go look in the mirror. See, I didn't get a family like you, so I have to basically put myself in check. That's the ultimate goal. You get a good idea, and you go tell your friends and family. You ever notice they interrupt you to tell you how to do your own idea, and they haven't done diddly squat? See, the problem is you listen to silly people, don't you? Let's do it my way for a while. So here's July 4th, 2009. One of the yachts, got 3 yachts in the backyard. I get to go in a coma. I get to die. I get to hear my tax attorney trick my wife to sign a POA. And then from there, the nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. I'm going to take out my heart, take it away. But I got a choice that day. My wife was falling apart. Jesus said, stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. So let's understand how to play the game. Now, no excuses. I'll give myself 3 seconds. I'll give you 3 minutes. I moved 24 times by the time I'm 11.5 years old. A lot of shitty people. I've been shot 3 times. I've been knifed 6 times. I have no excuses. Neither do you. Congratulations. So let's understand. I want to get you past go. I think you're stuck. So I can show you the Lamborghinis. I can show you basically the Duffys, the mansions. All right, how white men do jump, stupid people say we don't. More Lamborghinis. All right, race boats in the backyard, helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and Ferraris too. I call this race rules. Is that okay? So let's take race rules and let's get you to millionaire status. Is that all right? So we have a choice, but the first thing we have to do is take the blueprint and dissect you a little more. We're going to call it see it, believe it, go get it. Is that okay? So credit repair, I'm sorry. I don't have a magic mind. Mine's broken. This is bullshit. Don't pay your bills kind of stuff. Credit repair is a fraud. I don't have to say it. Federal Trade Commission says it every day. They can't collect money front, but they do. So what do? Even the Credit Service Organization Act. Why don't we Google Section 611? It'll tell you what you can do for yourself. Understand, if you have a collection account hitting again and again and again and again, okay, here's the problem. You might have to solve a problem, have to negotiate a debt or two. But let's see what we can do to help you. You might have to man up and woman up. So again, might have to negotiate a debt or two. Let's see after we analyze you. All cards should be 25-29% rule. A rapid refresh. Block credit, push the score up and away. I call this the KISS method. KISS stands for keep it simple, stupid. So if we get to the rules and tools, let's give you the 25 steps today. You ready to play? You ready to write them down too? Intuit Credit Karma. You need one of those. It's free. They bought Credit Karma December 3rd, 2020. They were indicted 3 times. So let's understand. Step 1. Next, we have to understand about LifeLock. Be careful, please. They've been indicted 6 times. Last indictment's $100 million. All I can tell you is you be careful. I'd like to analyze your credit reports today. Can I do that for you, please? I'd like to tell you exactly what it takes for you to get to 750. I want you to understand anybody can get this done in 90 days or less, 90 working days or less. But what's going to happen is I'm going to analyze you personally. That's right. I've done everybody personally. I'm going to call your case number on a Friday or Saturday and teach you how to play. From there, we're going to look at that SS5 form you didn't pay attention to. You signed it 14 to 16, or mommy did it from 71 on. SS5 equals SSN 1040. That's an SS5 form. Your Social Security card, it's not even yours. Don't laminate, don't carry with you, don't use for ID purposes. It's in property of Social Administration, not you. So the reality is, guess what? You're breaking the rules and tools. So let's understand the SSN was created for one reason, to create the 1040 tax return to track your income. Next, when you got your first paycheck years ago, where's my money? Well, the company said flat out, the IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. See, that's what makes us a bunch of ducks and sheep. Okay, quack, 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 bah. Why don't we learn to play the game, all right, and understand we never had to bring the pain home in the first place. Let's look at that 1244 once again. We get to play. So that SS5, why don't we compare it to the SS4? Because how we receive money matters. Line 1, what does it say again? Legal name of entity or individual person. Banks and grocery stores in cities, bankrupt locations all the time. They have separate tax IDs. So we could actually do this too. The only form I could ever find out in my whole life, all right, that it says banking and credit purposes right in front of you. See, you can use the SS4 26 different ways to play. That way you never bring the pain home in the first place. But did you listen? No. Should you? Probably. Corporation has 4 things it gets to do. I'm going to say it buffers tax, no taxes due to we're profitable. Then I'm going to say corporate credit, hell, we get to write it all off. Why not? We maintain the payment. Car at fleet price and a free buffet. Corporation, division, line of defense. Cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, separate liability for real estate, separate credit reports. So if I create a line of defense, like your banks, groceries, and cities do, I won't bring the damn pain home again and again like you. Corporate umbrella. Is that okay? We learn to play my way for a while? I think your way sucks, sorry to say. So let's see. If you're part of the program, you have to get your hands dirty and understand it works. All right, you've hired so many people that will let you down and ripped you off. Why don't we do it the right way now? Violation, there's only 2 rules not to violate. Do not jack up cards and don't apply to crash your app or rescore during the program. Simple. Follow through. If you do, I got to charge you a fee or to close your case. If you got an open collection account, there's 5 ways to kill a debt. You have an IRS problem, there's a solution for that too. They have a form called 656 433 A and B. So there's always a solution to repackage you. We get to play the right way. So here's that 750 again and all the goodies. What do we get to do? Let's analyze your credit right away. Let's do a rapid refresh, push the score up, up and away, and get you up to 48 points right away. How about 50? How about 100 points? See, this person started at 580. By the time I'm done with them, what do we get to do? More, more, more. But you got to be part of the program. Here's a client, no green lights on the bottom, not at all, and they're at 651. How about I get them 132 points and get green lights? Is that okay? How about a client who's got a bankruptcy, no credit at all? Here's their first starter card for 500 bucks. Here's 11 collection accounts later on their car payment. Here's 3,000. See, a rapid rescore pushes up, up and away, creates green lights, and basically what do you get to do? Build more credit to balance your debt. So if you're not a client yet, let's do this. Let's get you in a rapid rescore. Let's get you to class Friday or Saturday. Let's charge you $999. Let's get you 1,000 card back so you can reimburse yourself. What do we do next? Pretty simple. All right, during a broadcast, I discount half price of $499. And then the card becomes 500 bucks. With the rules and tools today, what do you get to do? Maintain 750 score. Now, if you don't have a corporation, I'll hand you one for free. You pay your filing fee. Let's rebuild your credit rapid score, set up in level 1 Saturday at 10:30 in the morning. Pacific Standard Time, you're stuck with me. How about for $1,000, I hand you 5,000 credit back? That's It's 5 times your investment. How about $24.99 hand you $25,000 of credit? Let's analyze you today, and let's add history. Let's start popping credit right away. Is that okay? We get to play the game and win. If you want that package today, it's a Zell, Zell, Zell. Remember to take a picture of Zell, Zell, Zell. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@racecredit.com, or write down RW when you Zell. If you need to call the office, talk to a specialist right away after I'm done talking to you today, 800-254-9506. Use a card. They will charge you 5% more. From there, I need you to make a phone call. Can you do that for me too? See, our problem is very simple. All right, if we don't understand to play, you're on the national mailing list. National mailing list. Let's understand something today. Okay, you got a cable bill. You got a corporation. They sell the voting list 412 times a year. I'd like you to get off the national mailing list. Could you call 888-567-8688, please, right away today? When we're done talking to you, the number's right in front of you. So we get off the national mailing list. Is that okay? Slow down the robocalls and the junk mail. So we get to play my way for a while. So the next thing we're going to do is plan the problem. I'm sorry your friends and family, someone ripped you off. You spent thousands on things that didn't work. This time we're going to plan the problem. We're going to take credit and turn it into safety. We're going to use our sticky. We're going to build a line of defense. We're going to understand once again, old dash was the way I designed them years ago. 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. There you go. So the next thing, if we learn how to play the game, step 5, and never bring the pain home, what do? All cards fluctuate but 2. So if we know what card that we would want to max out or jack up, we wouldn't drop our score below a 750 ever again. Is that okay? You learn rules and tools again. So we balance our debt, and we keep and maintain a 750 score. So what happens when you lose your job, have an emergency? All right, everybody takes their credit, and they run out of time, run out of money, and they jack it all up. Sucks. In about 42 days. So let's pretend today you're going to pay attention to me. You need $5,000 now. Goody for you. Go ask your friends and family in the bank. They're all going to tell you no anyway. But you said you need it. The next thing is, the average person wastes $50 every other day? Probably you. Did you know that right now when you jack up cards, all right, you usually do 140 a week? It's 600 a month. Why don't we take 50,000 off of a corporate credit card? All right, 6, 12, 26, and let's go get 2 pizza restaurants. Have a damn drive-through during a pandemic. See, there's no excuse. And by the way, once again, white men do jump. Stupid people say we don't. Nixon took the gold standard out in 71. What do we do now? We write down very simple. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not my corp and my family. I have no intent to do fraud. That's how you get your cake and eat it too. You don't bring the damn pain home in the first place. So it's your choice. Become a certified CFO, number 7. And we never bring the pain home. If that be okay if you play with me for a while? All right, there I am, dead in a coma. Google the address. You find I'm not full of shit. I tell you the truth. It'll set you free. First coma, I was 5.5 years old. I was crippled for life. Jesus said, get up, got up. Last one, I got to die and come back to come help you. The devil's trying to knock us down, hold us back. God's the laser on God's denials. I like to repackage every one of you like Humpty Dumpty my way. I think your way sucks, sorry to say. Let's basically do a coaching program together. Let's get basically what's called checkbook money, $150,000. Would that be okay? We'll get that in your corporate checkbook right away. What's a corporation again? Legal person. The lack of knowledge is what makes people do stupid things all the time. This is pathetic. I lost my job. I got to feed my kids. Get off your butt, sell an Uber, drive a Lyft, go have a damn garage sale. Get your butt to the church. I'll hand you the food. It's ridiculous. I came out of a coma with corporate structure $3.7 billion. Everything was stolen. I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. I got $16,400. Since I got 3 divisions and me and 5 closet divisions, I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. Why don't you? I got my wife her next dream house. See, it's not hard to do if you know how to play the game to win. Your problem is you in your own damn way. So a division allows us multiple functions. Got a problem with a piece? What do we get to do like the bank and grocery store in the city do? Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. What is my intent? Line of defense. What am I willing to sacrifice? division, not corporate my family. Hell, you've been all sacrificing you. Why would you ever do that? A tax ID allows my system I set up in 96 to create a Experian charge of Equifax instantly. Isn't that fun? I can get you lined up to get you to. Here's the dashboard right in front of you. I have the option of using social, SSN, or SS4. On the behalf of what? Corp, division, or subsidiary. Would you like me to do that for you? I got the only one on the planet, so they designed the system in the first place. So good for you if you don't want to pay attention to me. All right? It's actually kind of bad, don't you think? So what do we get to do? I got $53 million of credit cards. They're shrinking my limits. What am I going to do? Every time I loaned out $2,500 to $1,000 to $25,000 to $50,000, I kept gaining money. So $50,000 is $2,400 a month. Okay, that's kind of nice. This is 98, by the way. From there, every division I did more. My book for buckets of money. I loaned out $100,000 through 9 divisions. I became a private lender too. 18 months later, I got $190,000 a month. The assets behind that are $1.1 billion. Hell, why not? See, your problem is still you. So let's understand 41 divisions auto income. This is 1998, by the way. So look at your corp today. Make sure we have the right address on it too. Let's put your ducks in a row. Because if they sue that corp, they sue you. That kind of sucks. Why don't we create that line of defense to protect our assets and never bring the pain home? So let's take a card and learn to daisy chain cards across the board. Fair lending act, 1 card becomes 9 more. That's $1 million. Daisy chain to $2.5 million of credit as well. Get the money to get the honey. Every division I set up, I'm going to establish a Experian charge of Equifax. I'm going to add 2,000 of history. I got the only system on this planet that does this, by the way. So you get to play with me or not play at all. So every division I charge $499. 3 for $14.98, $14.97. Today you get 3 for $9.99 if you did it now, 9 for $24.99 if it was done right away. It is a Zell. I call the office, all right, and you call them and use a card too. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I don't get things under me. I get through the corp and the divisions, even the Harleys too. We play with a couple $100 million of goodies right here. The goal should be $1 million of credit cards, $5 million of checkbook money. And what do? Let's rebuild you here. Then the corporation gets a green spark for $100,000. Let's get the 2 sisters for $30,000. Let's do it times 9. There's $1 million, isn't it? How about the B of A? How about we get the gold and the platinum and the ink card as well? That's up to $5 million, isn't it? At that time, what should we do next? How about we talk with the bank? As long as you have a 2-year corporation, what are they going to do? Unsecured line of credit up to $150. All right, and that's what they want to do. Here's my 5 favorite ones, by the way. That's the ultimate goal for you. That could be up to $5.4 million, by the way. Shouldn't we get the money to get the honey, not steal from the family? And we don't bring the pain home because we want to do it the right way. So the only thing that stops you is you. Don't get in your own way. You should be creating buckets of money. All right, I got specialty classes all the time. All right, this weekend it's basically going to be nonprofit. Last week it was real estate. They're going to rotation. Why don't we do what I tell you to do? Let's get a bunch of corporate credit. All right, borrow money is not taxable. And let's use the corporate credit to buy our lifetime income and write it all off and get to $1 million, $1 billion. Would that be okay if we did it my way for a while? And you get your cake and eat it too? Raise rules, become a certified CFO. Never bring the pain home again. So let's pretend I gave you $1 million check today. Here's $1 million. What do you do? I want to buy a house and a car. Stop it. Reference 3 times 5. Turn it to 15 million. See, your problem is you're too busy thinking about what you want. Okay, let's build for lifetime income. Let's play my way. So you can win the battle, step number 8 today. So let's think. You win the lottery. What are you going to do next? You're going to get the cash value. Everybody does. Then you're going to put in your personal account, pay tax on the gains of that. I'm going to say do a division of you. I want you to sit down with the bank, and I want you to say, here's the division of me, bank to check. I want to borrow against the money, and I want to understand borrow money is not taxable, and I'm going to turn that into $1 million to $1 billion. Isn't that the right way to do it? 11 cities filed bankruptcy. United States of America incorporates and corporations, divisions, corporations, cities. They filed bankruptcy. Oh, so they didn't bring the pain home like you. You could have did the same thing too, as long as you had no intent to do fraud. So learn to play the game. Step number 9. Let's Google bankruptcy today. Why? Because if shit hits the fan, it's going to be you or the corp or the divisions. Pick one. Who's the duck the next time? So you got to learn how to play my way for a while. If I add you to my credit system, what do we get to do? Build you up to $1 million of credit. To the tax city and the credit reports I'll establish for you. Beat your doubt, run your race, get out of my way while I rebuild you. Let's do it my way for a while. See, I think you're stuck. Let's get you past go. Go and want some mansions in the harbor. Race boats got my name on it. The helicopters, Lamborghinis, and big buildings. I like that, but I need you to do some more today. I told you to get your hands dirty. I need you to change your driver's license, insurance, registration. You get pulled over by the police officer, or you get into bumpity bump, you're giving people your private information. Did you know under the Privacy Act you can protect yourself? You're giving a stranger where you live. In today's world, isn't that kind of stupid? But it's up to you. When you buy your car, what do? You let them sweat you for 5 hours, or they get 9 inquiries, lose $30,000. How about we do it my way for a while? Okay, my way actually works better than yours. Stop bringing the pain home. Car is fleet price, tax ID division. It's not a point in writing it off. It's who's the registered owner is the duck. You buy a house, you put 2 names on the loan. Are you kidding me? That makes no sense. You should buy the house through the trust. Car shouldn't be your car. But if you lose the house or car, it's okay. They'll report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. And now you got double shitty credit. Congratulations for not paying attention. See, in a bumpity bump, you want the registered owner to be a division. That way, if they want to sue, they get diddly squat. Is that okay? We talk about diddly squat today? So what do we do next? Every property you get should be a division. Separate liability. You don't know which one's going to sue you and screw you up. Your house payment's offsetting what? Your paycheck. Amazon didn't pay tax in the first 10 billion to trillion. Why the hell would they pay tax? Oh, by the way, there's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. So your goal is to watch him borrow 44 billion from 3 banks because he didn't have it in the bank. They got Twitter and then turn it to X marks the spot. I think that's truly dumb, to be honest with you, too. From there, what do we get to do? He's got a spaceship, so is the other guy. So if we played the game, we can play to win, and we can join the club, too. Is that step number 15 for you? So run your race, run your life through a corporation. All right, have some fun. Never bring the pain home, pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. Today, what do? You get your taxable paycheck, leftover, you're paying car payment, gas registration, insurance. Why don't you yell no and drive a company car like I do? Why don't you drive company cars? Step 17. How about we get a hold of an SS4 today? Go to irs.gov. It says banking and credit purposes. See, you never had to be a duck and a sheep in the first place. Your problems didn't know how to play. Now here's Mama from 71 has to sign the SS5 form for the baby. If not, the baby and her can't be released from the hospital. You buy a house, it's escrow closed homestead trust. What do? Oh, it's not in a trust. Oh, they sue you, they screw you and take it away. And when you're dead, you get stuck in a probate. Your family got diddly squat. You hire the contractor, that hires a subcontractor to stand outside Home Depot, and they're all trying to rip you off too. Guess what you get to do? I'd rather make sure they get diddly squat. Would that be okay if we play my way for a while? Because I think your way sucks. How about we look at irrevocable trust? I think it makes more sense, but it's up to you too. Now, if you don't pay taxes, don't file tax returns, just go to prison where you belong. Hey, come on, Wesley Snipes went to prison for 3 years, $5 million fine because he didn't listen to me. He listened to his idiot attorneys and CPAs in Beverly Hills, California. Ruined his life and his career. Kind of sucks. So you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Don't even try. So let's understand today, step number 20. If we get a corp, I want to show you how to get 70% discount on everything you do. Up to 70%. We don't pay any bill up to 90 days. We're going to leverage the money. Borrow money is not taxable. All right, we're going to have fun. We're going to create a line of defense. By the way, that's step 21. That's called blackjack. You get to win again and again. Is that okay? So let's understand. My office, 2009, 22,000 square feet building, Irvine Spectrum. I got to get the American dream up to $1 million a day. We get to play my way for a while. What blueprint we're going to use? See it, believe it, go get it. We're going to have our 3 divisions and our 5 closets, so you don't bring the pain home again, which you should have never done in the first place. So let's play step number 22. You got 1,000 steps to millionaire. It's in the Millionaire's Founders Kit. That's all you got to get. From there, you don't have your time. Your time has you. Let's think about coaching. I coach people for 6 weeks, 3, 6, 12 months at a time. So you want to be a millionaire? No. Corporate millionaire? Yes. So what do? We basically look at other people like you. I took Joanne here literally to basically about $37,000 a month right now. Is that okay per month? She only started a couple months ago. All right. From there, I took Joseph as well. What do we get to do? Simple. We get to build money on a monthly base. Auto income. He only got basically $95,000 a month. Is that okay? He had 107 last month. But you know what you get to do? You get to play too. So if we look at blueprint, past, present, and future, corp, divisions, all right, life, trust, car, house, all right, auto income, cash flow for your part-time. My blueprint call, I want part of life with you. I charge $999. So that's the blueprint you might want to consider to do. As we do this, like I said before, take a picture. These are the type of businesses to play with, and that's how you create auto income too. As we do this, this is what I like to do. So I have this process. I have a locating system to put you through the escrow, and so you start to make money. But that's up to you as you structure that right away. So I like boring businesses, to be honest with you. Every time I invest $40,000, I get up to $10,000 a month. Every time I invest $100,000, I get $45,000 a month. But I'm taking all the money off corporate credit cards that I built. Who's going to give me money? Get a raise, win the lottery? Hell, $250,000, $75,000 a month. So let's understand. You go to the expo, it's like a deer in the headlights. What are you supposed to do? I don't understand. Let's own it, but let's not run it. Is that okay? All right, I believe in auto income every step of the way. So if you need to, in a coaching package today, you could put $1,000 down, all right, and you can finance that balance during that coaching period. Very simple. So this lets you have no problem. If you pay in full for any coaching package, I double the credit. Here's the 6 weeks. 6 weeks, no problem. Blueprint call, $25,000 of credit, expedited rapid, okay, all workshops, all the way down to even the specialty too, usually $12,000. Today it is $49.99. If you pay in full, you get double the credit, $50,000. If you put $1,000 down, at least you're in the coaching period, and you break it down into payments during your coaching period. From there, you should look at real estate, franchise, storage units. So the 6 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months program. What is our goal? Line you up, get your locations or multiple locations, up to $5 million. So let's understand what I just said is right in front of you. Now, the goal should be $10,000 to $50,000 to $100,000 a month. We want to put you in class, rapid rescore, and analyze you every 7 days. That's the ultimate goal as well. So we can learn about daisy chaining of credit through the coaching process as well. If you go into a 3 months coaching period, it's $8,000, okay, for 3 months. All right. From there, you get $100,000 of credit. Now you could put $1,000 down and work out the payments during that 3 months. If you paid in full today $8,000, you're getting $200,000 of credit. If you wanted the $15,000, that's 6 months. Once again, we're building you $150,000 of credit. $1,000 down, you work out the payments during that period. If not, you pay in full, you get $300,000 of credit. The $30,000 of credit, or $30,000 for 12 months. All right, for 12 months, no problem. We're building $250,000 of credit. You put $1,000 down. You paid in full $30,000. By the way, you're going to get $500,000 of credit. What is a corporation? It's a legal person. What am I creating? Line of defense. What am I willing to sacrifice? The division, not my corporate, my family. Today, what are you willing to lose? It seems like everybody wants to hurt their families. I don't understand that. I'm not willing to hurt the family of the corporation. Division's giving me my line of defense, and we all get checkmate. That makes sense. That's step 23. So let's play reaching the dream, think to be the impossible. Corporations, divisions into millions, and train people to be a certified CFO. Ultimate goal. So if you have basically joint credit, just get it out of the way. It makes no sense. You buy a house, it's escrow close, homestead trust. Corporations are free in all 50 states. You pay your filing fee. Divisions for real estate, franchise, current business. Line of defense, that's the ultimate goal for you. And understand I give bonus credit all the time, up to times 10. See, I'm going to take away your excuses because everybody gets ripped off by somebody or another. Our goal is to make sure you understand how to reach the goal this time. And the goal is to actually have the American dream. Step number 24, what do we get to do? So the 750 is waiting for you. If you let us analyze you, add history, pop, rapid rescore, and we build you up and away. We charge you $9.99 normally. And what happens is basically we give you 1,000 card back. During the broadcast, it's $4.99. You get 500 card as a bonus. So the goal is from here is let's get you to the 750 score of today's rules and tools. You don't have a corporate hand, you win for free. Next, if you have one, let's build the one you got. Let's rebuild your credit as well. Let's put you in level 1 on Saturday at 10:30 in the morning. Pacific Standard Time for $9.99. Let's rebuild your life for $9.99 and you 5,000 of credit. $24.99, 25,000 of credit. Let's analyze, let's add history, and let's start popping credit as soon as possible. That's the ultimate. If you want something like that, that is a Zelle. All right, from there, there's your Zelle information. You can always call the office right away too. Referrals are great because we build more credit or we pay you 10%. That's the ultimate goal. But please give me a list of referrals before they sign up, because if they don't name your name, that kind of hurts you because you don't get paid commission. From there, we look at the banks and the grocery stores. That's the ultimate goal. We look at the Geicos, the Sam's Clubs, and Walmarts. We look at the cities. So what is our ultimate goal? Stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and reprogram our brains to maintain status. Look beyond that curtain every time. We do our best. It's simple. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, it's pretty simple to say, God loves us all. So if you have any questions, 800-254-9506. What I offer today is good now. So do yourself a favor. Let's do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.